Welcome to Heaton Street in the beautiful north end of Hamilton, Ohio. We are here to celebrate the second of our Street Spark murals for this season. We have the Robros for you, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pretty excited about it. My name is Ian Mackenzie Thurley. I'm the Executive Director of the Fitton Center for Creative Arts here in Hamilton, and with our partners, the City of Hamilton and the Hamilton Community Foundation, we're very, very pleased to present the Street Spark program to the people and the citizens of Hamilton. This, I believe, is our 13th mural. We have our 14th being painted as we speak up on Northwest Washington, and we get excited with every single one. But this is great to see such color and vibrancy in here and on the streets of Hamilton. The Fitton Center does need to thank our partners in the City of Hamilton, the Hamilton Community Foundation, Arts Wave in Cincinnati, and the Ohio Arts Council for their ongoing support of us, of Hamilton and the arts. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. While I'm on that bent, I'm not one much for political speeches, but the arts are struggling right now. Lots of people are struggling, lots of things are struggling, but the arts shut down pretty much around the world in March of this year. And except for fantastic things like this, we haven't been back much. So if you've got the opportunity to get online, get on the phone, get onto email to your local, state, and federal representatives, I promise you they're going to listen, because I've been talking to all of them pretty much every week. But we need to make some noise for the arts. We need to get back. We either need to be able to do what we do in a safe manner, or we need some financial assistance to get us through, because we want to make more art, we want to make more music, we want to do more shows, we want to make more Street Spark. So it's really important to get that word out, and there's nothing better than fly the flag than this. With that, I do thank you very much, Moya. Appreciate it. Lead the applause. Make some noise. Huge thanks to the health department of the City of Hamilton, to Kay and her team. Kay Ferrara is our health commissioner. I think I said this at our last dedication. When we started this process, it starts months and months in advance. And months ago, we really didn't know what was going on. So she has worked tirelessly with us to put policies and procedures and masks and distancing and hand washing and all those things that we need to do to make sure we can make things happen, and incredibly supportive of Street Spark and getting this out there. So a huge thank you to the health department. I never thought I'd be working with a health department so strong in all my life. But we're very, very fortunate in this city. They want to see things happen. Our safety is paramount to them. But to be able to make these things happen and art to be important to this city, it's a really special place. I was fortunate enough to be speaking to a state senator today and talking about Hamilton's dedication to the arts. We're not just an add-on. We're not just decoration. We're part of this community. We're part of its vibrancy. We're part of its economy. And these things are massively important right now, and we really appreciate it, and we appreciate all the support we get. So thank you very much to all of our supporters, all our sponsors, to Stephen for letting us paint on his building, and to the people of North End. We hope this brings a little bit of spark and color. It's called Street Spark for a reason. We love being here, and we really appreciate it. With that, I would like to hand over to our program director for Street Spark, Ms. Jen Akers-Smith, to lead you through today's proceedings. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for coming out today. When we released this call to artists, we put out a lot of information about the history of the area, all the industries that begun here, and this building got the most responses in terms of design submissions. We had so many of them, and all different, some very straightforward, but I think something that charmed the committee about this design was a little bit of mystery. And I think that's something that really makes good public art stand out, is that it has a nod to the history, it has a nod to the neighborhood, but it doesn't spell it right out. It makes you kind of stop and wonder about it a little bit. Think about, what might be the deeper meaning behind this piece of art. So I think that Logan did that really well here. And then also the use of the building's windows as the eyes of the robot, that was something else that several designers did in their submissions, but I think that the way that Logan did this just really was very unique and made it stand out. And I'd also like to thank some other groups that were essential to this process. The City of Hamilton and the Hamilton Community Foundation. I can't say it enough. They are wonderful. They are the reason we can do this, and I love bringing these artists to all these different neighborhoods. And also a big thank you to our building owner, Stephen Fishwick. Thank you for letting us paint on your wall. Stephen, where are you? Give a wave. He was so welcoming to our artists. He's the best. And he let us come in and use a space in his building for them to store supplies and just kind of get out of the heat for a minute. So thank you for that. And also thank you to the Design Selection Committee. I see a few people here from the committee. If you could wave as well, please. Thanks for coming out. These are about 20 individuals. We've got our program partners, we've got artists, we've got community members, we have building owners. So everybody comes together, looks at all those designs, gives them scores, and then they're ultimately the ones that choose these final designs. So we really appreciate their time and dedication to the program. And also thank you to the Fitness Center staff for all of their in-house support, for setting up these events. Thank you to Hanson Scaffolding. This is our 4th year working with them. And they are so easy to work with. They do custom building of scaffolding and just super high quality, so we don't have to worry about the artists not being safe. And finally, thank you to the North End community. The artists had so many people coming by and just cheering them on. Some people had some front row seats over here on the porches and got to watch daily as it came together. So I hope they really enjoy this mural for many years to come. And let's give a round of applause for all those great people. And with that, I would like to introduce our mural designer and lead artist. Logan Walden is a painter and digital artist who has come on strong to the Hamilton art scene. He creates oil paintings, murals, graphic art, and even live paintings at festivals around the country. He is also creating an ambitious graphic novel series currently. Logan's work is so inspiring, and this was his first outdoor mural at this scale. I hope there are many more to come in this community. So with that, I give you Logan Walden and supporting artists Kinsey Downs and Jamie Schorsch.
Keep it short and sweet. Thanks for coming, everyone, and I say that on behalf of the giant robots behind me. They like it when humans gather in front of them. I'd like to thank my wife, Abby, for her love and support through the process, and I'd be remiss if I failed to mention she helped come up with the idea to use windows as eyes. I'd love to give a huge shout out to Jen with Street Spark, who was alongside me the entire process. And this was my first mural at this scale, so it was kind of scary at points. And I'm glad she was there to help me figure out how to paint 2 giant robots on the side of someone's building. I'm surprised we don't have more giant robots around Hamilton. A big thank you to Steve for allowing us to paint on his building and for trimming the tree. That helps give the robots their peripheral vision. Very appreciative of that. I have to give such an enormous thank you to Jamie and Kenzie, who's, I think, running a little late. They're seasoned pros and made this job happen with such efficiency and skill. And they even helped come up with the names for the robots. Oh, here's Kinsey. The one on the left here is Arnold, and the one over here is Beethoven. And that's how we were able to communicate on what we were doing throughout the couple of weeks we were working on this. I'd like to give an enormous thank you to the Street Spark program and the Fenton Center for making this possible. It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of their many successes of engaging Hamilton with awesome art. This might be the first time an artist has said this in front of a piece of his own work, but before I finish, I'd like to say something about why I think public art is so important. I believe that we are all imaginative beings, and I believe when we are using our imaginations, we are tapping into a part of our inner child, a fun part. The part that's excited about life and all the potentials. The part that allows us to let go and just play, to enjoy the small things and seize the moment. I think as we get older, it becomes harder and harder to reach that place within us. So that's why it's so important to put art where we can be inspired by it, to help remind us that our inner child and that heaven can be a place on earth. That's all. I'd like to say thank you again for coming. I did not make an official announcement on the invites or anything, but I do plan on going to the pinball garage after this for a little drink and celebration if anyone wants to join. It's in downtown.
Okay, thank you so much. These artists are amazing. I'd like to now introduce the chair of the North End group with 17 Strong, Jeff Gambrell.
Good evening, everybody. There is no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about. These are the words of Margaret Wheatley, known globally as a best-selling author, a teacher, and a speaker. Her words, though simple, speak of great magnitude as to why we are here this evening. We stand here joined together in unison, not because we had nothing better to do with our time, but because we have identified what it is we care about. We're here for the artists who have spent long hours in the grueling sun to add a splash of color to the street. We're here for the residents of the North End who have long called this boundary their home. We're here for the small businesses, the community partners, the religious leaders, and so many more unnamed heroes who continue to serve and sacrifice in the name of those in this community who need help the most. We're here for our city of Hamilton during this beautiful time in its history as we continue to embark on this renaissance with no clear notion of what the future holds for us, except we do know this. Through the good and the bad that is yet to come, we will continue to stand with each other because we have already discovered what it is we care about. The mural behind me, Robros, is indicative of what is yet to come for the North End. The robots pictured in the image tell a tale of the neighborhood's strong industrial past when these streets were teeming with opportunity. Folks from Appalachia were brought in by train cars to meet the unquenching demands for jobs that were present at that time. As many of you know, those jobs are gone now. And with those jobs, our residents also lost their way of life. It's no secret that there are numerous barriers that our neighborhood faces today. Blight, drug abuse, a high turnover rate on the vast rental properties within our community. These challenges and more put a strain on our ability as neighborhood leads to meaningfully engage our residents to be more proactive in solving these issues without creating new ones. However, not all is lost. The mural before us does not dwell on the present, but acts on the future. It tells the story of North End's inevitable return as a thriving, contributing community. While the path forward has yet been told, we have already taken small steps each day to make the vision a reality. We have provided a proper name, Moser Park, for the green space at the corner of Heaton Street and Greenwood Avenue. We have brought life back to Moser Park, hosting community activities, including art in the park and meet and greets with city officials. We have sat down with Miami University to develop a neighborhood revitalization plan that lays out beautification projects deemed most appropriate given our neighborhood background. More projects coming soon include the installation of a State of Ohio historical marker honoring North End native Joe Nuxall at the recently dedicated Joe Nuxall ball fields, as well as a little free library that will be placed along Heaton Street. And now, I'm excited to share with everyone this evening the most recent update moving forward. I've had the opportunity to sit down with the neighborhood leads of both the East End and Jefferson neighborhoods, who share borders with us as well as everyday issues. From our talks, we have come to the conclusion that we can accomplish our goals in greater numbers, which is why we have decided to band together. While we will continue to hold separate meetings for our respective neighborhoods, every few months we will host a joint neighborhood meeting to discuss collaborative projects and share our successes and failures to learn from each other. Just prior to this meeting, we have officially launched a GoFundMe called Support Hamilton's Traditional Neighborhoods, which is seeking donations to use as seed money to get our community events kick-started. These funds are essential to engage our residents and take control of the pen to write a new story for the North End as a destination sought instead of a boundary to avoid. I want to thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you this evening. And if the artists would mind stepping up, we have a small token of our appreciation to them on behalf of the North End neighborhood.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you to the community here at the North End and to the 17 Strong. And if you haven't been involved with 17 Strong before, it's a great opportunity to look in that with all these incredible neighborhoods throughout Hamilton and things happening at a community level, which is probably the most important thing we're doing right now. So it's lovely to see, exciting to see, and great to be a part of it. Congratulations again to Logan, to Mackenzie. And I don't know who this Jamie Josh girl is, but she hangs around the Fitness Center a lot and does some amazing things for us. I think this might be mural 3. She really has her hands on the art in Hamilton, and we're proud to have her here. And of course, Logan doing some incredible things being back in town. So exciting to see. Great art happening. We have two fantastic partners in Street Sparks. We'd like to acknowledge the Hamilton Community Foundation just across the road there. So thank you very much. And we have a representative, a rather senior representative from the city of Hamilton. May I please introduce the mayor of Hamilton, Mr. Patrick Moeller.
As Ian said, art is an economic engine for our city, no doubt about it. So we thank the art community and the artists. I left my mask in the car. I guess it makes me antisocial. So I'm going to get this kind of done pretty fast. We have some folks from the city of Hamilton here. Councilmember Bob Brown, Councilmember Susan Bond is here. Former member Kathy Klink is here, and somebody from planning, Liz Hayden. So the city does care about this project, and we love to see them keep being built. Now, I love the windows and the blinking lights in the windows. This is definitely a nod to us. How you doing, man?
God bless you, sir.
God bless you. God bless all of us. Now, I guess what I was trying to say is something like this is really cool with the windows being the eyes. This is like a nod to Hamilton making things, because Hamilton does make things, and we will always make things. And this is kind of like a nod to that. So thank you for seeing that. Now, I got a what-if situation. You got the lights up here, but what if on the hour something came out of here like a voice saying 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now, the folks over there wouldn't like it being in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but heck, why not? Thank you, artists.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and a huge shout out to our good friends at the city and the Hamilton Police Department for blocking off the road today so we could all just stand out here and take all this and not have to dodge traffic. So we really appreciate it, but I keep on saying at these events, when I ring up and say, hey, I need to close a road because we need to open a mural, the answer is, I'm sending you the paperwork, we'll get this done today. That's what happens in this city. We are incredibly fortunate. I go to lots of meetings for other arts things saying, the city doesn't talk to us. We're valued, and we really appreciate everything to do. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. It's been great to see you. We're going to take some photographs here with the mural, with our artists, with our new SUV, which has been donated to us. Future Street Spark mural truck. I think we're going to paint that up and drive that around. Thank you very much to the owners. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. So we're going to take some photo. I know you might have some friends and family. Please stick around, and we'll get some photos with you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you again very soon on Northwest Washington. Congratulations to the Robros.